Good evening. It's 8:12 p.m. Eastern Time, I believe. Yes, it is. And hey, welcome to the studio, Michael Johnson TV here. And always a slight chuckle when we get into the stream, isn't it? Indeed. What are we up to tonight? We're here to create. We create stuff. This is how we keep ourselves in the flow, in the momentum. And I got some new tools I'm going to play with. So I'm going to minimize OBS. This is like, wow, like I'm kind of a bit out there, and I just actually posted to Facebook and Twitter. Heavens to Betsy. What have I done? Stream quality, excellent quality. We can close that. We can close Discord. Stream Deck is running, which means I can do like fun stuff with the Stream Deck. Like this is cool. Because I got my, oh, I might as well show you behind the scenes. I have my iPad here, and I can click to record, pause recording, and I have three screen selections. One's the hang tight back soon screen. One is this screen with the graphics on the side, and the other is the screen two with camera, little camera on the bubble. So I can just press on my press right to my left here. I can just simply press on an iPad and change what streams out. Like this is mind blowing. Not that it's mind blowing. I mean, I knew all this stuff like existed, right? I mean, this is the thing with Get Going, and another shout out to Ali Abdal's YouTube channel, or I saw an interview between him and another woman. Not that he's a woman, he's a man, with a woman talking about, yeah, getting started on YouTube, making it into a business. And he talks about the first phase in YouTube is get going. So I feel like I'm going. And he means like get going, like try it out, post 3 or 4 videos, just get over the fear, the apprehension of, oh, my family's going to look at it and all this kind of business, right? What are people going to say? Just like get going, get over that initial hump. And like I feel like I've done that, and here I am. Like we're just streaming. I just choose to stream tonight at 8:12 p.m. and just go live, and I've built up an entire production system now for these energy sketch videos, which has a kind of a growth and a life of its own. Although I mean, of course, I'm the solo operator and I'm stoking the fires, keeping the life, blowing it, and it feels like it's kind of self-propagating in a sense now. And I feel like I've got a buffer. I have basically the next 4 episodes like pre-scheduled, along with LinkedIn posts that are also pre-scheduled. So that's my production system, and my vision that I just sort of captured. There's a really bright feather, so there's some wisdom perhaps. A vision is maybe like an idea that's really magnetic, that's shining brightly, that's really like a strong, powerful feather out there that's really drawing me towards it. But it's far away, like, a vision. So you got to choose feathers that are going to be able to grow and sort of take you there, take me there to that state. Not that it's like a place where I want to end up. And this is maybe the other Zen wisdom is that, I have this vision for my career. Um, and I'm going to just sort of declare it now because that sort of brings it into existence. If you believe in this sort of sometimes a bit woo-woo kind of business, I mean, essentially, my vision that I declare is that Michael Johnson TV is a production studio, and I'm essentially offering my production, creativity, and project management, creation, pipeline, workflow system for hire. Open for business. Michael Johnson TV. Open for business. Maybe. No guarantees, no refunds right now. We're just exploring what that might look like. And there's lots of things in between now and actually really offering this like for money, out in the world. To who would be the customers of this? Essentially, companies. I feel what I have to offer is a sort of a fresh simple but robust and rugged sort of understanding of energy systems, and this could be then used by companies that want to communicate their products and the difference that their products can make, and how the cost and the price structures and like where it fits within an energy system, and why these types of technologies that your company offers are important to the world, are necessary, the difference that you can make, the vision that you have. And right, I feel like I've got the technical chops and the background, right, with a PhD in mechanical engineering and like 15 years of experience in industry, with technology, with project management, with assessments of technology and communication of those technologies. So I can bring a wellspring of experience of what I believe is like a good, powerful communication that's really rooted also in fundamentals and robust fundamentals, and those could be techno-economic fundamentals, for example. Also with, I guess, I feel like I have the heartstrings of the social also aspect of it. I'm declaring to like build a team around that also of folks that support the deliverables of the production studio. So right now I'm just a solo operator, but again, I've been getting going and getting better, getting good, right? I've done 32 basically weekly videos now since I started this thing at the beginning of 2023, just as an experiment, just as a trial, as a test. I just said, I'm going to put myself out there. And I put myself out there on these streams and delivering weekly content. And it's been a ride. It's been a hell of a ride. And it feels like it's reached a kind of a good gearing. There's like a system. And like I said, I've got 4 videos scheduled ahead of time. So that gives me a bit of buffer to sort of keep filling up that spring, keep filling up that wellspring, so I can just grab episodes when they're ready to be posted. And my vision here is really to build a team around me, up and down and horizontal and vertical, and make this really essentially a startup. So michaeljohnson.tv could be, again, hashtag disclaimer, no guarantees, no refunds, but my vision here is that michaeljohnson.tv is a sort of a full suite creative production studio. And we do everything from sort of simple sketches, sketch notes, and sketch videos and explanations using simple graphics, then all the way up into building those up into 3D models, into the VR, the AR, building the experiences of people that can put on a headset, for example, and feel that they're within your product, within your structure, within the thing that you offer, and they can be taken on a journey, taken on a story within your whatever it is that you offer, whatever it is that we would be communicating for you. The story of that would be told in a beautiful, immersive, deeply experiential and touching way in order to, well, I mean, ultimately sell stuff. And selling stuff, I mean, the stuff, whatever you want to sell. I mean, and it could be just education of the context in which your products operate. And I feel like the company that I work for, Siemens Energy, this is a place where I think, out in the world, we need a sort of education around the energy system and how it works and what the challenges are, and that the whole nexus of all these threads around energy security, reliability, decarbonization, the social, political, techno-economic, legal, political, social, all those aspects of it and the intersections within those things. There are many, many stories that need to be told there, and I'm declaring myself and my future, possibly, no guarantees, no refunds, business as someone and a company that, yeah, delivers beautiful, touching, engaging storytelling, robust, rigorous science and education around energy, energy systems, and everything that goes with that. So, wow. Well, there we go. I just declared this then, yeah? So, we're gonna just add this to our log. End of declaration. and vision. So, well, thanks for tuning into that. I can see now on my stream deck that I'm on Logi plus graphics. Now we're going to switch to screen 2. So you should see my LogSeq screen now. Oh, you do? Oh, that's so cool. So hello, I'm down here now, and I realize you can't see that. That's okay. I just keep this. I should have a little circle that shows me where my little window, where my round part is. But that's okay. We don't need that. We don't need to look at that. I'm getting used to trusting that screen 2 plus Logi, the thing is blue, the circle is there, we're all good. So, 2021 was the end of our declaration and vision, and what I wanted to do, well, let's go back to the brainstorm, but it's in two places right now, so that's not what we want. I want to bring back my journal page here. Okay, journal page, let's close this, and let's move this over. So, brainstorm for the stream. Idea to make michaeljohnson.tv into a business, production studios, declaring the vision, immersive media production company. Exploring what my value proposition is, from sketching to animation to 3D to VR, AR experiences. And yes, following my own wisdom. So here we go. What I want to be sure that I whoops, oh man. Good thing that I brought my PowerPoint energy sketch. We're gonna go back to rumination. Um, Need to have slide numbers maybe associated with this stuff. Oh dear. Do I have my rumination one in here? This is going to be fun. Let's go into a slide sorter view so we can see all the sections. Let's go back to logseq published. What was the date? 0529. Ah, yes, okay. Here we go. Make that full screen. So I want to just make sure that I follow my own advice, right? So I'm revisiting here the energy sketch because I feel like things are going well. I'm on a kind of a high, it feels like right now, like a good flow. Got these 4 episodes that going. I'm just like expressing stuff, streaming, creating, not giving a damn almost like what people think or how many people follow or whatever, like not really giving a F about that, which is kind of refreshing, really refreshing for me because I've lived a life of, let's say, perfectionism and self-judgment and very critical, very beating myself. Oh, you can't do that. That'll never work. Like very much hiding stuff often, perhaps. I mean, okay, I shouldn't talk to extremes about that, but like that's the kind of anyway. I mean, all these things go up. Excuse me, go up and down in our lifetime. Of course, everyone experiences these things to varying degrees. So I'm not special. I'm just a human being. We're all just human beings. But anyway, we're going off on tangents. So let's just recall this wisdom here because you can plot like energy and excitement against time. And it's natural, it's normal. Things go up and down, things go up and down. And where you want to be careful, and let's say right now, tonight, I'm feeling kind of like, okay, I'm at a plateau, it's like I'm at a high plateau kind of thing. That's where I'm feeling actually. I don't see anything. The horizon looks good. There's like new possibilities, new growth, new challenges ahead. I don't feel like I'm in danger of like getting depressed, falling down, anything. I mean, shit can happen. I mean, you trip on something and you break your leg and you're like shit can go wrong. Like this is randomness. There's entropy and randomness out there in life. But I'm feeling well right now. So the risk there though is that, we start to make big massive commitments that are perhaps bigger than we're able to handle. And there's a sort of a line there. And I mean, I've done various trainings like gratitude training and landmark forum where it's a lot of it is about sort of setting commitments, setting visions and intentions and sort of declaring big things and then like figuring it out as you go and like making it work. and being in integrity is a big part of that. So, you stick to your word. Your word is like your bond, and it's like super important to keep your word. And that's all great. And I've gotten a lot of value from these things. But, slash, and, I don't like to say but, I come from the improv space where it's always yes and, but I will say but here. And in the past, I've often sort of been part of this course, like the landmark course or something, and sort of building up together and being with people and like an energy, and you're lifted up and you're feeling good, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna like launch into politics. Like I remember actually I said that. I declared a vision that I would run for in politics in like Montreal City Council in front of classmates in a workshop. And not long after, well, maybe there was COVID came also, and then there was all this other stuff in our local politics here that was pretty toxic and kind of, I got a bit queasy and like just kind of shut down and like didn't continue. Although I had declared it, yeah, to a few people. But so hesitate to say like I gave up. Like I'm like super critical of myself often there. It's like, well, looking back, that was a big commitment. Like too big. It was just too big. Nothing wrong with that. It's all fine. I mean, you just recognize that. And now I'm seeing like it wasn't really aligned for me. That's not the place where I want to be, actually. Where I want to be is michaeljohnson.tv, production studios. So, feeling good on the plateau. Let's come back to the wisdom here, right? So, the idea here is the risk for me in these scenarios of like feeling high, feeling well, on a good track, as someone who's, I mean, struggled with, let's say, depression and ups and downs. And I mean, there's a family, you know, history of that. And, right, there's a danger there of like biting off more than you can chew and then freaking out and sort of crash and burn. So that's the problem. That's the risk. So here I am, but I had a vision, and I wanted to at least share the vision. And so that's why I'm putting a lot of disclaimers around it. Yeah, I saw a really, really bright, freaking awesome feather out there in my space. Nice, awesome idea, awesome vision. And I'm going to keep going on the track that I'm on, keep building the momentum, keep building the cadence, and just put some feelers out there. Put some exploration. I like to think of it as like, okay, I zoomed up in the terrain and I took a look and I saw, wow, over there, like I want to play over there. Not in the sense like I want to go conquer something over there, like a pyramid, and I want to be macho and I want to have a big business. It's like, nah, I see a potential there to deliver value and have fun and really be engaged and work with like lots of interesting people and do interesting projects and really get my teeth into it and really be building something, delivering something that I am just fully aligned to creatively. Much more, yeah, of my creativity getting into it. The risk, of course, is that when you turn it into a business, then you kill the creativity because then you got to like manage all the like, okay, the bills and all this stuff, but that's where you get a team, right? So gonna build a team for that. So you can see I'm excited about this thing. And I'm postponing the commitment because I don't want to like say like in 3 months I will make $1 million. Like, no, this is bullshit. We're not doing that. I'm committed to constant improvement in the channels that I'm operating and then exploration, feelers into new channels, and build it up and have fun. That's my commitment. And to look into some of the nitty gritty, let's say legal aspects, yeah, like running a business, like open a business. I mean, maybe the first step is just register it as a business name and do the necessary paperwork. I mean, just make it real, and you can have, you need accountant, and you can still be a solo operator. So I just maybe that's the next step. But no guarantees, no refunds. We're just going to make a brainstorm list, and we're going to work through it. So postpone the commitment and avoid delusions of grandeur. This is great wisdom. Great wisdom. So hashtag and shout out to Alessandra White from the Creative Work Hour community and to all the Creative Work Hour folks. Hashtag CWH. Love CWH. And link is in the description maybe for Luma/Creative Work. And come and join the community of creative workers, Creative Work Hour folks. We get together on Zoom at 10 a.m. and we each work on our stuff. It's a sort of a virtual coffee shop with some meditation and some flow music and some camaraderie. And it's a lovely environment. I'm going to write that down in the log. There we go. So this idea of delusions of grandeur was something that was a piece of wisdom that I really got from this community. So I don't have any delusions of grandeur that by next month I'm going to have a VR AR extravaganza experience in the old port, as if I was like running Felix and Paul, which is a kind of an example of the type of material that I want to be generating. And I'm going to take this log and I'm going to move it down to this screen. Maybe that's not the right thing to do, but that's okay. So, Felix and Paul as inspiration. Yeah. So I don't have delusions of grandeur that I'm gonna like create a Felix and Paul, but maybe we can collaborate some point, and I can provide like the scientific basis for stuff, and you can like generate the 3D art and the 3D experience that goes with that. And in the past, I've streamed actually myself playing with stuff in VR, so that's another one to look at. So, um, how do I add? I want to add more brainstorms. So anyway, that's okay. That's okay. Maybe in the future I'll bring back my VR headset and my Leap Motion controller for the hands and play with this a little bit more. So, delusions of grandeur. Avoid the delusions of grandeur. And the other thing is that when you're on the bottom, when you kind of crash, you got to rest and postpone the rumination. Me personally, I tend to ruminate. Oh, okay, well, when I'm feeling down, it's, oh, I can't do this. What if this person? Well, what if this person? And if this person's not going to like it if I can't make a video like this. And it's just like, boom, like, whew, like, okay, postpone the rumination. Go take a walk. Chill out. Just be well. Call a friend. Call your family. Call your therapist. I mean, just don't get stuck in the swamp, that swamp of terror, let's call it. Avoid beating up on yourself. Yeah. Oops, there we go. So that was revisiting my um, thing there. So we declared the vision. We did this. Let's call that done. Now, I wanted to record a highlight reel. Oh, heavens. Maybe we're going to do that. Where's my business page? Did I not make a business page? Declaring make. Let's just call that a page. michaeljohnson.tv into a business. Make that a page. Make it a project. Make it a project. Okay. Cool. We declared it. We declared it. So, declaring the vision. That's cool. I opened Lightroom so that I could take you through Lightroom tonight, but maybe we won't do that. And the stream health is good. Maybe that's like, it's funny to say, but that's all that I needed tonight as we go back to Logi plus graphics on the Stream Deck and minimize the OBS so it doesn't distract me. I want to be looking here. So thanks for tuning in. Actually, it's a short stream tonight. short stream tonight. This is just a declaration of turning michaeljohnson.tv into a business. That's a vision that I had today. I called a few friends, spoke to my wife about it, feeling well about it, not ready to make any commitments concrete at this point yet. It's an avenue I want to explore. I'm going to start looking at like what are the biggest things to sort of hack out of the way? Where can I find some small experiments to make? So, hey folks, Michael Johnson with the Energy Sketch. And I'd like to invite companies or folks that are doing technology, that are doing not just technology, advocacy, policy work, anything around energy and climate that you're looking for someone to storytell a message that you have. I would love to work with you. I'd love to have you on the Energy Sketch as an interview, as a podcast, and I will, based on that interview and that podcast, make a sketch video that reflects the message, yeah, that you're working towards. So let me know, Michael Johnson at energysketch.tv. Michael Johnson at michaeljohnson.tv. Info at michaeljohnson.tv. There we go. Info at michaeljohnson.tv. Time to make an email address. So that's going to be it for tonight's stream. And there's no sadness there. There's no, um, I just feel, well, thankful. Thanks so much for tuning in. So we're going to see you next time. I might be back on the weekend. And announcing special for next week. Indeed. Next week is going to be an extravaganza. I'll be streaming on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, exactly. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I will be streaming photos mostly because I'll be on a photo safari, vacances photo with Serge Froment from Photographie Tout Azimut. It all happens in French, yes indeed. And if you're in Montreal, this guy's a great mentor and a great teacher of photography, and I've learned so much. And Monday we're going to start with it's 5 days of a photography workshop. We're 6 people with one mentor. And on Monday morning we'll start with his course, his new course on exposition parfaite, the perfect exposition, the perfect exposure. Perfect exposure. And it's really an adaptation and a further deepening of the teachings of Ansel Adams and the zone system brought up into the digital space. So finding kind of the highlights, and setting the zone of the highlights so that you don't clip them on the digital, and then setting the colors and color balance and all this stuff and development, and it's all related and it's really cool. So Monday will be that. Monday afternoon, we have our first sortie. And then maybe I'll stream Monday evening. But I'll be streaming also Tuesday morning. We'll shoot photos Tuesday afternoon. And then usually in the evening, then we have a Zoom all together. Zoom, 6 people, and you got to send your highlights by 10 a.m. the next day in order for him to have time to go through them and prepare the commentary. And it's cool, you get to see what 5 other people saw and took pictures of in the same place. Same place and time, same area, all together, 6 completely different visions of it. That's part of the magic of these kind of workshops that's so cool. So tune in. Starting on Monday evening, maybe no guarantees there, but most likely Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday mornings, 8:12 a.m. next week, Eastern Time. All going to be available on YouTube. I've made this new commitment to actually leave the streams up on YouTube, which is kind of strange, kind of weird. It's kind of out there. I'm not sure. I can trim them in YouTube, I think, also. So I might do that and just leave them up and maybe download them too if I want. This one I think I'll download because parts of it I want to turn into a highlight reel, a declaration, a message. I want to edit it, maybe, or hire someone to edit it using Descript to make my script, my business proposal. So, well, how do we end the stream now? We stop streaming. Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. Bit strange to be saying goodnight, but it's, 8:41 and well, we gone for half an hour. So I'm going to take my stretch and didn't have much to share tonight. just that declaration. So thanks so much for